All right, what's going on, Legion? We are doing our 200th episode / Christmas holiday special. We have the Blyler kiddos, Logan's descendants. So we're going to be talking about Merry Little Batman. Raise of hand, who likes that movie? Okay, so we're all unanimous there. All right. So our first question for everyone is, what was your favorite character? Starting with Scout. Pikachu. That's a good one. I like Pikachu too. That's a good one.
Pikachu's yellow.
He is yellow.
Pikachu's not in the movie.
Just Pikachu. All right, next. Val, what do you got?
The Joker.
The Joker.
The Joker.
Joker's a solid one. All right.
Joker's mean.
Joker is mean. But he's also funny too, so it's okay. All right, Blakey Pooh.
The little like the Batman and the like bat in the beginning.
Okay, so Damien.
Yeah,
Damien?
And
Yeah.
The bat that went,
Oh, the bat with Damien. Okay, yeah.
No, like the bat that in the beginning when he like when he turns around and did some funny stuff.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
That's the character that I like.
All right, and last but not least, Dukers. Bat Dad. So the voice inside the suit.
Yes.
Nice, that's a good one. I like that one too. Next, so we have our favorite characters, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we have our favorite characters. What was the funniest part of the movie, starting with Duke?
Marshmallow. Wait, what?
What part marshmallows? There's a couple parts.
When Damien spits out the one marshmallow.
On the table, and he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that was pretty funny.
My funniest part I like is like when Damien, when he puts on the suit, it like sucks everything up, like it goes funny. It's really funny, but it sucks it up like it's fun and
Scout, what was the funniest part of the movie?
my dad is Batman.
Yeah, that is the funniest part. I agree. That was definitely not
My dad is
indoctrinated in you
Batman.
at all. Anyway, Fallon, what was the funniest part of the movie? When was the last time you guys watched this?
Last night.
Of course, yes, as one does.
We just watched it today, but we
And today. All right. All right, Val, sorry to interrupt. What was the funniest part?
I think it's where when Batman comes with Damien and then Batman says that he do you need a wingman, and then Damien kicks the penguin and then says
That
more
was
like
funny.
a sidekick.
Yeah, that was good. That we call those puns. Puns are very funny, and they are very, a fancy word is apropos for Batman. It means that's who he is. You know, the Batman stories have a lot of puns because they're funny. Some would say they're punny. Anyway. All right, so all together at one time,
What?
I want you all, and Fallon, you're gonna have to try to work this out with Scout, but you're all gonna start talking like your favorite characters and say your favorite line that they said, all at the same
I'm
time.
losing you.
You're losing me. Oh, it's because Mr. Greg doesn't put batteries in his headphones. All right, is everyone good to go? You love Pikachu. We know, and we are happy.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay, what else do you want to tell me?
Pikachu said, Pikachu! Pikachu!
All right, so we know what Scooter's going to be saying.
Pikachu!
And go. That was good. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys coming down, taking time out of your very busy Christmas schedules of watching Merry Little Batman, Pikachu, and LOL movie.
No, what?
What?
No one said LOL.
I don't know. Wow, Blake did. Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys coming down. The Legion itself needed you.
All right, what's going on, Legionnaires? Welcome to a very special holiday episode of the Legionnaire Comic Collection. We talk all things holiday, Christmas, comic books, magic. It's that time of year. Can you feel it?
The season.
It's cold out. It's finally
To be
cold
jolly.
here. to
Yeah.
be jolly.
Fa la 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 la.
Yeah, right.
La, la,
No
la.
snow yet around us. If you guys have had snow, we're jealous.
No
I've
sticky
had
snow.
snow.
We
You
had snow.
snow?
I had snow.
We had snow.
Kids had a 2-hour
I
delay.
didn't have any snow.
You had snow.
I didn't.
There was
Kids had a
definitely snow.
2-hour delay at
Kids
up
are
here.
a 2-hour delay. Man, y'all are holding out on me. Well, you
We
guys
live
have all
5
had
minutes away
wonderful
from
Christmas. No, unfortunately, that'd be cool. All right, we are talking. This is our traditional holiday episode.
Yes.
It is the year 2024,
Yeah, of our Lord.
and believe it or not,
2024.
Yes.
this is our 200th episode. I feel so old. Did you guys ever think
We
that
felt
we'd
old
make
when
it
we
to
started
I know.
this.
Did you think we'd make it 200 episodes?
I thought.
Maybe.
I thought.
Did
That's
you
a
think
good
things?
thing.
Thanks, man. I
Good
got
thought,
there.
honestly.
Did you ever think we'd make it 200 episodes?
There was some bleak midwinters.
There were some
for
there
sure.
were some times where I was like,
Midwinters.
I don't think we're gonna
Yep.
make it. I
Yeah.
honestly think I'm either Logan will
I'm gonna be honest.
strangle me,
I'm gonna be
or
honest.
yeah,
You and I, no, we wouldn't
No.
have made it 200 once
This
he
guy.
came on board.
that's right.
Yeah, we were. I felt like we could make it 200.
We were at our wits' end. Just kind of.
You weren't gonna make it.
I wasn't gonna make it.
I was gonna kill you.
100%.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Harry has stayed your hand.
yeah. He's calmed
Steady.
me down. Yeah,
That's right.
Steady as it
He's
goes.
the middle ground.
exactly.
He's the middle ground. Yeah. All right. Well, every holiday episode, every year we try and talk about a holiday special that has to do with some form of. We've done like Star Wars holiday specials.
We've had some bad ones.
We've had some really hard ones.
I don't
to
know
watch.
if we've done a
Has it all been
good
Star Wars?
holiday special.
No, we did Guardians the one year. The Guardians holiday special. We
That's
probably
true, yes,
did. That was
yes.
a good
But
one.
it's still
Yes,
okay.
you're right.
It
It
was,
was fine.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but it wasn't
way better than
wasn't
Star Wars?
Star Wars holiday specials
Or
bad.
Star
You mean
Wars
spectacular Star Wars
Lego
specials.
bad.
Oh gosh, not that one.
Well,
I
as you
can't
guys,
joke about that one.
the
You
Lego
hate-
one.
You hate the Lego one more than
I do.
I think
the-
so. I think I probably do too.
I probably have got. Well, the whole reason I get there is probably because, like, it's not so bad as the original holiday special,
Right.
Right.
That it has any sort of like this is hilariously bad.
Right.
Like,
There's
it's just
something
bad. It's
right.
just
There's
bad.
something still nostalgic about the
Right.
old Star Wars holiday special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like seeing
Yeah.
Mark Hamill's face, just all popcorn.
Oh my gosh.
Poor dude. Well,
Shredded
he
up.
just got that terrible motorcycle
Yeah.
accident.
Well, that's
Well,
on
he
him.
did,
Help
but
it?
also, like,
That's on him. Sorry, Mark. Man,
The
we love
Life
you.
Day.
Come on the podcast, please.
the whole introduction of Life Day celebration,
Right.
which
Yes,
is
the
actually
blood
just
red robes.
sacrificing.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely a human sacrifice.
Well, if you
for
see,
sure.
if you saw, and we'll do an episode on it in the new year. Skeleton Crew, the new Star Wars TV show, which is not off to a great start,
not
but
a great kicker.
the kiddos in it, the little elephant kids, are watching the circus hologram that the Ewok family watches in the Star Wars holiday special.
The pornography. That
No,
the,
not the
that
grandpa.
The
No.
grandfather.
Softcore.
No,
Oh,
not
okay.
that is creepy. No, that would be bad if that shows up here.
Huh.
No, it's the
Well,
I
I'm
hope
just
not.
saying.
like
I'm
the
just saying.
trapeze people and the contortionists.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the kiddos are watching. So there's a throwback. So it's actually made the holiday special, at least part of it can.
They're trying to bring it in.
They're trying to bring it in.
Maybe that's why the first
You know what,
episode
that's gonna
sucked.
that's gonna save Star Wars. We've been asking, how are they gonna do it?
Right.
It's make the holiday episode canon.
Yeah, bring it in.
Well, we're not talking
it
about
in.
Star Wars.
We're
man.
not. We're not. We're
talking about the
much
second
better.
best.
Much better. You guys heard it at the beginning of this episode. We had a little special Legion Kids segment, and so you guys already know what we're talking about. We're talking about Merry Little Batman, which it was a DC.
Those are all my kids.
It was official. Yeah.
There's many of them.
Right, my son's not quite old enough to be
No,
on
he's
the,
not there
the
yet.
podcast, but one day,
My last and yours, your first will
right?
will
Eventually,
be, eventually
are they
be
going to
together.
take over?
Maybe.
We were talking about like company legacies earlier today, Harry.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to pass the podcast down to our sons. I don't know.
Get on it.
Yeah, get on it. We need a third here.
Somebody's got to be the middle ground.
Yeah, can you give birth to a son that's a reasonable?
I'll surely try.
Well, he has to be 4 years younger, at least. He has to be much younger than our sons.
Right.
So you have time.
You realize there's like
You got time.
9 years
Yeah,
between
we're not.
us.
He's not 4 years.
4
younger
years.
than us.
It's the same.
We're not that
whatever.
young.
No, all of our.
same and different.
If I had a
It's
child.
not, it's not the
9
same.
years. So you have 9 years to
9
figure
years.
this out.
Ah, good.
You got plenty
I
of
don't
time.
have 9 years to do that.
It's a little ominous.
I don't know how any of it works. Anyways, I have 5 of them.
Well, if you ask Meatball,
I don't know how any of
he
it
says I'm
works.
going to die at 30, so
It's
I got to
like-
get one out before
It's
30.
like you're like Goku,
Yeah,
man.
but I don't.
You're like
I'm gonna
Goku-
be
Goku has no-
100% honest. Like I
Goku
don't
has
trust
no
a
idea
single
how
thing
kids-
Meatball says.
It's
You're
true.
probably living to 100.
Yeah, well,
Like
I don't know about that.
If any of us does, it's going to be Harry. Harry will live to 100. Well,
With the
he'll make
eels.
triple digits.
the eels.
The eels will
The
keep him
eels will
alive.
keep him alive.
yeah.
Every time
that's
he
true.
starts to die, they'll shock him a little bit
Yeah.
and just
True.
keep him
Yeah,
living.
you have
You have eels
built-in
inside. They're wrapped around your heart right now.
Yep.
That's
built-in
pretty cool.
defibrillator.
Science.
That's
Oh.
science.
Yep.
That's
It's going to
science.
happen. One of these days, we'll have eels living in our hearts. All right, we're going to be Merry Little Batman
Just
talking
to
about-
warm yourself for the
Merry
little
little
holiday
Batman.
season.
Merry little
Really
Batman.
cozy up to some eels. Mm. I love some eels.
Nothing like a holiday eel cheer.
Yes. Yes.
Merry Little
Forget the
Batman.
eggnog. Bring in the eels.
Merry Little Batman is an official DC movie that came out in
great DC movie.
on December 8th, 2024. So 2023. So last year, and it's exclusively on Amazon, right?
Yeah.
It's not on
Yeah.
HBO.
Amazon Prime.
DC doesn't know
So
what they
weird.
want to do with their
Yeah, I don't-
exclusively on Temu. Wait, what? Like,
Yep. Yep.
Most of
What?
it's- Most of
coming
them,
next, man.
most of them are
HBO.
on HBO.
Yeah, I don't
but
know.
then this was which I was happy about
because it's
I
an
don't
MGM
have-
production. That's
oh,
why.
right, and that's
For
Amazon.
real?
Amazon.
That's the difference?
Amazon
Yeah.
bought that
Wow.
production company. Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
Okay, well,
Interesting.
it appeared.
DC's just
and
DC needs money, so.
right, they'll on whatever corner they can take.
But in typical fashion, DC animation was good.
I was
My
gonna say
man,
maybe
DC
they need to
animation does not miss.
maybe they need to stick with Amazon a
does
little bit
not
more.
miss.
All right. Well, we don't have like a whole Carnage report for this because it wasn't in theaters. It was just a drop. But I do want to
It
just
also doesn't
highlight.
really have a like backstory.
No,
like,
it really
it's
doesn't.
just its own story.
Other than it's about Bruce and Damian. So
Yeah.
other than Damian is Bruce Wayne's son and his mother
Wildly
is Talia.
inaccurate about Damien,
Wildly
but that's okay.
inaccurate.
100%. Everything about this is inaccurate, but it's fun.
Many inaccuracies.
Yes. Well, we're just going to highlight a few people in the movie. It's
Yep.
just a few of the voice actors. Some very interesting choices to make. Some of them worked really well.
One
Actually,
of the
I think
best
most
ever.
of them worked really
One
well.
of the best ever.
Yeah,
my
well,
favorite.
We got Batman coming in, played by Luke Wilson, which
That
is really
wasn't it.
strange.
That wasn't it. It was very strange, but it
it's
worked.
weird. It worked fine.
It
I
worked.
think it was good
Well,
for
it
like
was-
a dad Batman.
Yeah, it was supposed
A
to be.
dad
Yeah,
man.
It was a dad Batman.
Yeah,
That's
he
what
was-
it
Dad
he was more
He
the
literally
precautious.
gave up crime fighting to be a dad.
Yeah.
Zero grisliness.
Yeah, his intimidation
The
beard.
zero
Intimidation
yeah,
beard.
the intimidation
That's one of my
beard
favorite-
that had donut
Donut
crumbles
crumbles
in it. Yeah,
That's my favorite line, I think, of the whole movie is when he's like, it ups the intimidation factor. And Alfred's like, you have donut crumbs in your intimidation factor.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Luke Wilson, he did great. He was fun. And then Jonas Kibrib plays Damien. I thought he was good. He was very like
Yeah, he
sometimes
was a good kid voice. Yeah.
Kid voice actors sometimes really annoy me.
And then
Sure.
did
And he was fine.
the dark kid Batman voice was
yeah,
great.
That was so
I loved
good.
it.
Yeah, I love his paper bag
Yes.
mask. And then we get James Cromwell as Alfred Pennyworth. He's been in like Star Trek. He's
Right.
Cochrane and Star. He's the farmer from Babe in Babe. He was Alfred. He was great.
He was
He
great.
was a really
Alfred was
good,
good.
English
Alfred
gentleman.
in this is ancient.
Ancient, yeah. And then we got Brian George as the Penguin, Dolph Admain as Mr. Freeze, Teresa McLaughlin as Poison Ivy, and then I'm looking for where's Bane? Oh, there he is. Chris Sullivan as Bane. They were all kind of played off of the Burton
Yeah.
Batmans. Like
Yep.
they sounded like them. Like Freeze was Austrian and everything, and then
Right.
we have we have David Hornsby
No, we don't.
as the Joker.
No, we don't.
We do.
That's not his name. Nope.
His name is Cricket.
His name is Rickety Cricket.
Yeah, right.
Okay?
He's from It's Always Sunny.
His name is Rickety Cricket.
Yeah, he'll never
Okay.
not be.
I was going to say, I'm
Cricket.
reading this correctly.
We have
It's
Cricket
David Hornsby.
as the Joker,
Pretty
which,
sure I
I'm like, I know that voice.
to be honest, Cricket would be a great Joker, and
absolutely.
basically is the Joker of the Always Sunny universe.
Yeah.
Can I say that his laugh was very
It was good,
very unique.
solid.
Like a lot of the
Yeah.
Joker laughs, I feel like these days they just try and be Mark Hamill,
Sure.
which is fine. Or at least in that deeper
he was
registry.
very unique.
But he was very high and squeaky and
Yes.
creepy, and I liked it. I
Right.
thought at first when I
Yeah.
first heard it, I was like, "That's not the Joker's laugh."
Well, the
and
other
then it kind of grew on me.
the other person you gotta Greg, I'm disappointed in you.
Oh, who did I miss?
You're not highlighting this.
Uh-oh.
Is the the directors, the
Oh, yeah.
So Mike Roth, he's the guy that does which I'm sure your kids watch, or maybe regular show.
Yes.
Oh.
I love
And,
the regular show.
The regular show.
They
These
did
kids might be a
regular
little young
show.
for the
They
regular
did.
show. That was
Maybe.
They watch a little bit of the
It was
regular show.
when I was younger,
Not too
Camp
much.
Laszlo.
Camp Laszlo. Oh, yeah.
He did stuff in SpongeBob.
That's why
Yeah.
it felt. We were talking about this. It felt like an old kind of
Cartoon Network
TV
feel.
show.
Yeah.
It was definitely got away with jokes that I didn't think it was going to get away with.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Which
Sure
is
did. There were
great.
a couple.
Yeah, there's a
Super fun.
couple.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Cool.
But he's done a bunch of other stuff too.
That's awesome.
Disappointment in you. Well
Yeah.
done, Harry.
I'm disappointed in me.
Disappointment.
Disappointment.
Well done.
Dishonor on your house.
Listen, I think somebody's
Dishonor on
getting
your
a
cow.
raise this year.
Ooh.
Just kidding. We don't have the money. Well, actually, we
You
didn't.
get presents, you
we-
get coal.
We
Okay.
didn't talk about it, but if you want to give Harry a raise, we didn't even go through this. We usually, if you guys like comic podcasts, because I'm sure you do,
why
like
you're
and
here.
subscribe. Hit that bell so you know when we drop episodes.
That's
and
the
if
first
you
thing.
want to support and give Harry a raise, you can go to the 2 links down in the description below. One goes to our store, legionofcc.com. We can buy sweet merch like that hat, like this hat, and like that hat. But you can't buy these sweaters
These are
because these are
Genuine.
just, unique.
I'm garbaged out right now.
Yeah,
You are garbage
You are.
out.
I'm a whole bunch of garbage.
You can
Well
though.
done.
There
Well done.
is a members ugly sweater that's on the Legion store that you can buy. That's not
Yes.
any of these. It's very similar. It's actually the same color as mine, but it's got a different symbol on it. So you can buy a Legion ugly sweater on our website, and all that money goes to making the podcast better. And then if you want to help even more and give Harry a 2% raise, you can go down.
That'd be a
and
whole
join-
$2.
And
Because I'm getting paid nothing.
maybe and join our page. You get me negative money right now.
2%
Actually,
of zero is still zero.
I know.
No. He gets made in the negatives.
Say if someone-
so it might bring him up to a
That is
baseline
true.
of 0. It might.
I don't
Takes a
know.
lot of gas to
Probably
get here.
not.
Yeah.
But you can join our Patreon too, guys. There's lots of stuff going on there. Exclusive content like behind the scenes photos and videos and extra podcasts. A podcast, another episode just came out about a week ago. So go check that out. And also, we give gifts every month to all of our tiers on Patreon. The one that's going on in
That one
December.
right there.
Yeah, is that Christmas tree ornament right there. This episode comes out at the very end of December, so you're almost out of luck. If you get
better
to this
get on it.
episode before the end of December, you can get
Get
that gift.
On it.
If not, it goes away in January. But a new one comes out in January, so be on the
true.
lookout.
Yes.
Yeah, we love our fans. All right, we couldn't
Listen,
do it
we'll
without them.
sell you the one from December in January, but that's going to cost you 6 times as much.
Right. No, we won't. It's exclusive, and those gifts are free.
Try and make us
free.
money over here. You guys are
We're
slacking.
going to do a back channel. We're going to do a back channel.
Absolutely.
All right.
If they're willing to pay it,
You're
we're
not
doing it.
involved. You're not involved.
You guys are
settle
like-
down.
I'll
You
hand
settle
deliver
down.
it.
You guys are stockpiling Legion merch and selling it under the counter.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I mean, if you as long as we see some of it to the show. Yeah, whatever. I don't trust any of you. All right.
You shouldn't. You should not.
So let's talk about this this holiday special. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys are the DC guys.
Yeah.
I sat back and enjoyed the ride. I thought it
Yeah.
was freaking awesome. But what were some things you guys liked, didn't like? Give us a positive and a negative. Harry, why don't you start us out, man?
I thought it was a really good movie. For a kid, what is it? Rated 7+, which I've never seen before.
Is
Yeah.
it 7+?
Yeah,
wasn't-
it's 7+.
That's an
So,
Amazon rating.
Excuse me, you're showing your kid.
you,
You're like,
all of
hey,
your
my
children-
children are all over
I
7.
showed them all.
My newborn is a maternity of a 7-year-old.
Last year, Strider watched it in the womb.
Yeah. We're pushing that 7+.
It wasn't that. I mean, honestly, what was there? Was
I don't know
There was
what
a few
was
bloody
really-
noses. I think, like
Well,
punching.
I guess
a bloody
punching
nose.
people, yeah.
I don't know.
And there was
Maybe.
some disrespect to.
There was also there's the
adults.
one
Yeah.
scary moment where you zoom in on the Joker's face and
Yeah, the
he's
Joker's
really
creepy.
really crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
And then there's the time where Batman rips
opens
open
his shirt.
and he's
Uh,
just destroyed.
Yeah.
That
He's
was-
just
That's some
utterly
regular
torn apart.
show
That was fantastic.
content there.
Yeah, that was
So,
fantastic.
I mean, I guess that,
all
but-
the scars and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
My
yeah.
kids were unfazed because it's Batman.
Right.
And they were
Well,
just
they-
like,
they
"Where's
know.
Dad?
It was played as silly. That looks just like Daddy's body.
Looks like Dad."
Dad, you're missing a few scars.
No, my kids. So he's talking about broken ribs. He's like, "I broke all the ribs."
Right,
And,
right.
and Blake goes to me, "Dad, did you break all your ribs?" And I
Yeah.
go,
Yes.
"Only 4 of them."
So you're only a quarter of Batman.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
You're getting there.
I'm getting there.
You're getting there.
Or half. You're 50%.
Listen, I can help you out with the
I think
rest.
It's 8.
4
we
and
have
4?
8 ribs.
Yeah, 4 and 4.
I don't even
I think
know.
it's
I don't
12.
know. 12?
Do
I
we
mean,
have-
there's also
no, wait.
floating
How can we
ribs.
fit 12
I
ribs?
definitely
How do we
broke,
fit all of these ribs?
I definitely broke a floating rib. That was one of the ribs that I broke. Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
4 in one shot. It
After
was
this episode, we
real
can break
quick.
a few more.
It was real quick, and
Yeah.
Harry saw me go, and he just Harry pushed me. That's what we're going with at this
He
point.
felt-
Harry pushed me.
Yeah, he just
So
wanted
we
to
have 12
hear
pairs
the
of
crunch.
ribs, so 24 in total.
Holy crap.
That's not true.
12 pair of ribs?
But some of them are floating
All right, well,
That's made
after
up.
this,
All
that
that's
aren't
it.
attached to the sternum.
after this recording, go and ask your wife because she's a nurse and just get it. Because this
We
is
need
AI.
a legitimate answer.
Actually,
AI
no,
is
we have
fake.
12 on each side and 2 final pairs. So
What?
4 more
What?
floating ribs.
How?
So technically,
They must be really tiny. I always imagine ribs to be like this big. They're probably not.
you've never seen a
Because
skeleton
they
like
wrap
in
around.
science
I've
class
seen.
or anything?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
guess, but they should have
I
been bigger.
never would have thought.
I never
there's
counted
20
24.
what you're saying is 28 ribs.
28 altogether with the.
Yeah, I mean, the
two
2 floatings
extra.
are like little.
Who
nubs.
cares? That's
I don't
so
know.
much, and then you got all those guts in there.
This is not what
That's
we're
what
talking
protects your
about.
guts.
It
This
does.
is
It's a
not what
cave.
we're talking
Anywho.
about. Harry, what did you
Yeah.
like
How
about
was-
Very Little Batman?
was Very Little Batman.
Lots of guts.
But brought to you in part by Guts.
Budget part by the human body.
I did like I like animated things when it comes to like Christmas stuff that are
yes.
like this more cartoony version.
Yeah,
sure.
I don't know what you'd call it, but like it is like the regular show. It is like it's like the layered cartoons
yeah.
kind of. It gives
Yeah.
you like a depth of view
but
into
they still feel
each.
kind of flat like
But
drawings.
yeah. And so
it's cool. It's very cool.
I liked it.
Secret Life of Gumball did it too.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot.
A lot of those
And
newer
Chowder.
ones kind of did. Flapjack.
Yeah,
He also worked on Flapjack
oh,
too.
Dude,
Oh,
Flapjack,
jeez.
Flapjack is a hidden gem.
Dude,
if you haven't
he's-
seen Flapjack,
That's
Guys
creepy.
everywhere.
that is a
Flapjack
creepy
is
show.
creepy.
Yeah, Bubby the whale.
yeah.
And, oh my word!
Yeah.
And oh,
What's the captain?
I don't
It is
rem-
captain.
maybe, but he's got like a pickle for a nose.
Yeah.
That show is funny.
It
Don't
is
show your
funny.
kids that show.
I
That's
didn't watch
creepy.
that one. I
You
missed
should
that
watch
one.
The
it. though.
things that
You
like
should.
were
It's
on
very
Cartoon
funny.
Network when I was growing up, I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
how did they get that
How
cleared?
did they get this
What was
through?
it? Space. What
Well,
was
you
his
sent
name?
me a few of
Space,
those. Space Goes Coast to Coast.
Space Ghost
Oh,
Coast.
That
yeah.
was on at like midnight though.
Yeah.
That was super.
Yeah,
that, was,
yeah.
that was like a talk show where he would like reality stuff with other
Right,
characters.
right,
that was
right.
great.
Yes, it was.
Anyway, all right, Mary Lou
So
Batman.
yeah,
we
so
love cartoons.
I think this brings like a different light to Damien because Damien, if
Yeah.
you read the comics, is like a jackwagon the whole time with his dad, pretty much
Well-
until he gets into it.
He was indoctrinated
By
in
by his mom.
right by the League of
the
Shadows.
League of
Yeah.
Shadows.
And was he ever Lazarus pitted?
He wasn't Lazarus pitted to
Yeah,
start,
but his-
he
right.
came- No. But
His
I mean,
mother was
later.
probably Lazarus pitted, and so she's got altered
I don't think
stuff.
she was ever Lazarus pitted.
No,
I'm
Okay.
sure at
think
some point she
Talia.
was, but
She was probably. I think she was breastfed.
She
by
was
Lazarus
against
Pitt's
the
water.
Lazarus pit. She was like,
Oh, yeah,
she
yeah, okay.
did not
Gotcha.
like the Lazarus pit at
Right.
all.
Well, it ruined her father.
Right. She
Right, made
saw
him
the
mad.
crazy and the
He's like a drug
when
for
you
him.
come out of the Lazarus pit,
Yeah.
you're pissed. You need to fix that. Sorry.
No, I'm gonna keep it.
What you need
had a random in there.
when you come out of the Lazarus pit.
Pissed.
I'm pissed.
Well,
I'm
that's-
Lazarus
that's-
pissed.
They came out.
Pretty much, yeah,
They
yeah.
came out.
Well, they came out. not
Psycho
like
belly
themselves.
freak out.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
a reason why he's called the Demon Head.
Yeah.
that
Right.
stuff makes him kind of demonic. Yeah, it was nasty stuff.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So
Well, but yeah, this was
it,
different.
it was nice seeing a
definitely
different
not
light for
demonic.
Damien because usually everyone's like, I hate that guy
Yeah.
Yeah.
or kid.
Nobody
Yeah.
liked Damien.
It's kind of true, but
I like Damien, but nobody liked Damien.
yeah.
It's a kindred spirit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
So-
you have a giant bat pet, and you
Yep.
like to.
Yeah.
You've been trained by the League of Assassins.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I liked all the little quips and jokes that they made
Yeah.
in it. You can't really do that in like a live action at all. You know,
Lot of
you kind of
throwback.
have to do it in a cartoon. So
Yeah,
that was
for
cool.
sure.
I liked how they brought all the different villains in, and
Yep.
the only one they really just like touched on was like Scarecrow. You know,
Yeah, we
little
saw him in a
under
flashback,
light
right?
always.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There was another one we saw in a flashback. Now I can't
That wasn't
remember.
in
It
it?
was at the beginning, and I said it. I was like
The Riddler.
Scarecrow,
Riddler.
Thank
Riddler,
you.
yeah.
They just kind of touched on him, and they didn't do
But
anything
you know what?
with
I'm
him.
proud of them for not oversaturating.
Sure.
'Cause they
Yes.
could have oversaturated like
Sure.
a lot of
Easily.
places do, and it would have been crappy. So I'm
Right.
glad they didn't.
Right.
No, you're right.
Like
and I thought they
picked
did
a
them in
good
good
core
ways.
group.
Yep.
And you know what? They except for the Riddler because they could have done a Jim Carrey variant.
Sure.
They kept with the guys that were in the Burton movies,
The
and
Christmas.
they made them very Burton-y. Like
Mhm.
it was very
Sure.
Uma Thurman and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and
Well, that was Joel Schumacher.
that's true.
the Uma Thurman
true.
and
That's true. And,
Bane,
Bane.
and
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze were
Yeah.
Batman.
But
Batman
Penguin
and
was
Robin,
very
and
Penguin
that
was very
Joel
Danny
Shoemaker.
DeVito.
Yeah.
Right.
Penguin was very dangerous because they even had the flying penguin bomb
Yeah.
characters. So
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
no,
cool.
I thought it was good. I mean, like one day, whenever I have children, I like to show them
yeah.
the
It's a good one.
comic show.
Yeah, I
don't know
thought
what
that
it's
I
called.
thought
movie.
the
I guess
same
it's a movie.
thing. I thought the same
Yeah.
thing. I was like, man, when Parker's a little older, like
Yeah.
this is something I'd want to show him. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah, it was nice, and it was. I liked Alfred. Alfred was probably one of my favorite
Dope.
characters. He's just good old Alfred. Yeah.
The worst.
Probably one of my there was a couple times where I actually laughed out loud.
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
one of them when I was finishing up today was when
Throw yourself under the bus. Why not?
why not?
Why not?
When Damien says to Bruce, Batman,
Yeah.
he's just like, well, isn't Mom a supervillain? He's like, it's complicated. And he's like, supervillain complicated. Or complicated.
said
Yeah.
Complicated supervillain.
Yeah, complicated supervillain. And it's like, it just plays into like full Batman, like
Well,
his
and
relationship with
He's obviously
Talia.
he named his cat Selena.
Yeah, that
So
was
he's
a little weird.
obviously
I'm like,
not over Catwoman.
kinda weird.
Maybe
Yeah,
Catwoman's dead.
but-
We didn't see her.
yeah.
Maybe she died in this episode, in this
don't
or in
know.
this universe.
Don't
I
know.
but
Don't know.
It was good. It was like a Home Alone. There was like some Home Alone
It did
feels.
feel when the
vibes.
burglars
Yeah,
came in.
it was like
yeah,
kind
you're
of like
right.
they compiled all the different types of Christmas movies for kids, or had kid involvement, and just kind of the Grinch with all the stolen
stealing
presents, and,
Christmas. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're
but
right. That's
in
good
typical
observation.
fashion. They brought back and swung back with the Joker being like he's a villain, but he is also just doing it for fun, and he just kind of wants to spend
Just
time with his
misses-
friends.
yeah.
Or
And
he
they're
doesn't
like, he's your
have
friend. He's like,
friends.
I'm not your friend.
Yeah, that was the best line
Yeah.
of the whole movie.
Yeah.
Right at the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah, right. It
Not your
closes
friend.
out that
So,
way. Yeah.
yeah,
I think you and
thought it
the
was
Joker really like each other.
Yeah.
We don't like each other.
He just
I hate
hit
him.
me with a
He
mallet.
hit me with a
My
giant
hand still
mallet.
really hurts.
It was
Did
like
you
this
see it?
big.
Did you see it was this big? The only thing I didn't really like was like, and I told Greg last night, was like they kind of promoted like kids eating marshmallows as fast
Yeah,
as
like
they
Chubby
can.
Bunny.
I'm like, that is not a good
Yeah,
idea.
that's not
the
a good
kids
idea.
died
Yeah, kids don't
because
do
of that. I'm like, maybe don't put that in a kid's show.
Yeah,
Eh,
don't do that.
whatever.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
But
it,
and then
it's just we just make sure that parents tell
Yeah.
kids don't do that.
the only the only light of the true Damien I saw was that he was
Yeah.
master manipulating Alfred. And like, just total disrespect for the guy that takes care of him. But
I want to taste the hot chocolate.
yeah,
It looked really
World's
good.
greatest
It's-
hot
I
chocolate.
loved watching the animation of him like
like Ratatouille-ish
all the
kind of going
stuff
on.
making-
29.1 grams.
Right,
Yeah,
He
he's
pulls
like,
off like one.
still
little
got it.
piece.
Yeah.
When he brings out all the stuff, he's literally like, "All right, Alfred, you got to bring your A game."
He's like, I've seen Master Wayne drink a whole gallon of
Right,
this.
right. He was so bloated I had to take out the bat suit however many inches.
2
before he
inches,
2
2
inches
inches.
before he went on patrol.
Yeah, yeah. When he was like running into the bat jet, he's just like, "You're doing record time for not doing this in so long, sir."
Just little jabs.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, yeah.
little jabs.
So, which again is very much like the Alfred
Yes,
from
yes.
the Burton
Yeah.
and Schumacher movies. Very
Yeah.
cheeky.
Yep.
Yeah, even Kane had a little bit
Yeah.
like
Yeah, right.
Michael Caine.
Yeah,
Michael
I would
Caine.
actually
Right,
say
right.
more was,
He was- yeah.
what's this? Oh my gosh.
Andy Serkis.
No,
Oh.
sir. What was his name?
Who?
The one in
From Burton?
From Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck,
Oh,
yeah.
my gosh.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's
Oh,
like
my
Yeah, he
word.
digs
oh,
a
my
lot.
Dude,
goodness.
he
What's
gets
his name?
at
I'll look
him.
it up.
Go look up his name. Yeah, that's gonna bug me.
Scar. I know, like,
Yeah,
this
he's so
is
great.
so upsetting that I forgot his name. I love him.
Yeah. All right, Logan. What'd you like about it?
I liked, and this is something you don't really realize until the end. I like that they're all older villains,
Yes.
and so it's
Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy Irons.
Jeez.
Oh,
Yes,
All right.
that's upsetting.
it is.
So I love that they're
Call
all
ourselves
older
comic fans.
villains. So you're watching it, and at first you're like, "Oh, Bane's like a roided out jock.
right,
He's
right,
got
right.
all
That's why all the veins are
and
there. Yeah,
everything."
yeah, which is good.
And they were like, okay, they made Poison Ivy with white hair. The Joker's got long hair.
right.
Now, obviously, the Penguin is old and decrepit. He literally,
He's always-
Penguin's
literally
always been
been.
older.
yeah, but
Yeah.
the
a
Joker's
little
literally
mechanical.
like he's infertile or like
Yeah. He's incontinent.
he's incontinent.
Yeah,
And
incontinent.
he's like, does he really need to say it? Like,
Yeah. Just shots there.
yeah, shots fired.
right.
But then at the end, when they get to the holiday party,
Right.
it's literally they do a flashback and
Yeah.
they show them all younger.
Yeah.
And like, for example, with Bane, he's not roided out. He's wrinkles.
He's
Those
wrinkled,
are
bro.
all
Yeah,
wrinkles,
his neck is
dude.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's, and she has white hair. Ivy has white hair because she's older.
old.
She
Yeah.
had the red hair and now it's white. And
Yeah, she got some wrinkles on her face.
yeah,
and
it's
great.
I think that's really, really cool the way that they did that storyline of how, the Joker, the fun part of he thought was the crime, but it was
Right.
really doing it together.
Right.
And
Right.
so-
He wanted to get,
But it's typical for him. He
back
used all
together.
of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
he
Oh
used
yeah, and it wasn't
every
great. I mean, he
single-
killed those two henchmen by dropping them in the acid.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
No,
assuming.
they're just
I mean, they never came
drinking
back out.
acid.
Dude.
It's candy cane
So
acid.
my kids asked,
Yeah.
Blake asked,
Wait,
she
where'd they
just
go?
asked so many questions. She's like, what is that stuff? And Carly and I were like,
You say it's
and
like,
we were
Laffy Taffy stuff.
one of the other kids, I think it was Fallon, she just goes, oh, it's just melted candy cane. I was
Okay,
like, that's
that's not
exactly
bad.
what it is.
That's
Boom.
candy
That's
stuff.
exactly what it is. They're
Yeah.
in melted candy
And now they're
cane.
just sticky and sweet for the holidays.
But I love there were
After
so
in a couple
many-
years, or in a, whatever how many years you show them the original Batman, you're like,
Yeah.
that wasn't candy cane
Wait a minute.
juice.
Yeah.
Why is it
That
burning
was
his
acid.
flesh? Why is the doctor repairing his face?
Yep,
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, you know how
And
many times
Oh,
I've
seeing that
fallen-
as a kid, I was like, oh.
How many times he
That was
fallen in that
horrifying.
thing? He should keep a snorkel with him when
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
they make fun of him falling
There's
in the
so many
acid.
of those
So
throwbacks,
many.
which
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh. And then you realize that Dr. Freeze isn't
Yes.
he's struggling with the puns
Yes,
because
yes.
he's
He's
got
old. He's
memory-
senile.
He's
Yeah.
old.
Yep,
He's
yep,
got memory
yep, yep.
issues.
Well, he
and
does
Batman's just like making fun of him for having a bad memory.
Yeah.
I think he actually quoted one of the ones from Schwarzenegger
He
when they're in the
Probably.
Alps. I think
Yeah,
he
he
actually did.
Yeah.
And Batman was like, "It's still not funny" or something
Yeah.
like that. And it was like, "This is great, man." It
So
was so
many
meta.
good,
Like
so many good throwbacks.
yeah, they understood the assignment. Like,
Yeah.
let's make just a fun Batman holiday that the adults will like because it pulls back to all those things.
It's all
And
wrong.
the kids will
It's
like.
all
yeah,
wrong.
yeah. Oh, it's totally all
Yeah,
wrong.
Batman's watch breaks in the Arctic because snow got in it. Come
Right.
on.
Yeah.
Come
Well,
on.
the
And
whole-
if it did, he'd have 5
Yeah.
more.
I'm going to pull a Harry now.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, because there's a couple of things that do bother me for no reason. Okay, it's a fun,
Okay.
silly movie.
Harry always has
Number
reasons.
one, the electricity in the whole house goes out
Yeah.
because some melted ice cream gets into
Yeah.
one
Yeah,
outlet.
yeah.
one outlet.
One outlet.
Yeah, I
Harry.
wasn't gonna bring it up. I don't want to ruin it too
Maybe
much.
maybe
I
he
wanna- come
put
on.
too much on one breaker with all those lights, and it was
a big
timed the
house.
same-
No, but you want to know what the funnier part is?
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of lights still on.
Still on. Yeah. The Christmas tree's still
The
on.
Christmas tree is still on. Their outside lights are still on. The outside lights exploded.
Right.
But they're still on.
But you know what? There's some flex there because the Christmas tree lights were probably he bought all those more expensive battery operated LEDs. Mm-hmm. So like they're all just battery, and he just changed them every day.
Battery.
We get past that. Okay, but the one thing that bothers me
Yeah.
so much,
Yeah.
and it bothers me every time, it's stupid. It's really stupid.
Yep.
So there's his hideout.
Yep.
I think it's Jolly Jack's candy. Okay.
Oh, the Joker sign up.
At the end, when the snow globe goes up,
Yep.
the snow globe's
Yes.
bigger than Jolly Jack's candy. Like
Right.
the snow globe, which rises
Right.
out of the
Is
shop,
bigger.
is bigger circumference than it can't fit in
Right.
the
Well,
shop.
it's a cartoon, so it squishes.
It doesn't because it rises
Squeezes.
straight out. It rises straight out.
Little like.
No,
yeah, just
right
look
out.
at that.
no, it rises
I don't
straight
think you
out.
did a wow when we started.
Yes, you
I
did.
did.
Did you?
I did it
100%
twice.
did.
Actually.
I'm getting
You
old
might
too.
be getting old, sir.
Jeez.
I'm clearly
Alright,
getting old
well.
with this voice. Like it's, I'm a 75-year-old man who's
No,
been
it's just
smoking
'cause-
10 packs a day
It's
for
'cause
30
you were,
years.
It's because you were cheering so loudly watching Merry Little Batman
That's
last night.
exactly
It's
right.
true.
That's what it
100%.
was.
But like,
with
so
your
these are
kids.
the silly things that I'm watching the movie, and I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute,
Hold up.
hold up.
There's a
Pause it. Rewind
well,
it.
you know what?
Rewind
Again,
it.
this
We
is
gotta find that
unacceptable.
because it was so good
Yeah.
that we gotta find bad stuff.
Gotta bring it down.
There's
But
that
gotta
was
be
the
bad
thing.
things.
There's a lot of funny things that you look back on throughout the movie, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, that makes more sense now.
I bet you
and
if
it's like,
because you've seen it a couple times.
I
I bet
have.
you if I
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
it again, there'd be more things you'd pick up of those. Little
well, because once we get
comments.
to holiday movies, my kids at this time of year will probably watch it today.
Probably.
We'll probably watch it tomorrow.
Well,
we'll probably like they're. I think they
After
forgot about
talking
this
about it
one,
on the
and then
podcast.
I was like, we're going to talk about it on the
Yeah, yeah.
podcast, and they're like, all right, and I guarantee now it's going to be on loop.
On
They're
loop.
actually watching it right now.
Probably.
They're freshening up. Right? 'Cause They
Probably.
just talked about it, so they want
Yeah.
to see it again.
Yeah, they want to
Yeah.
go back and double check what they talked about.
Right. I don't blame them. I mean,
No.
that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go home and sharply criticize myself and say,
Exactly.
Greg, you idiot. How
That's
did you
what
not
I do.
remember
That's what
that?
I do watching us.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
What about you, Greg?
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
I mean, you guys took a lot of the good ones because
no one cares. You're a Marvel fan. Get out of here.
Your Spider-Man sweatshirt.
No, it was great. I thought it was really fun. I wasn't expecting a whole lot, but like I enjoyed the whole.
Yeah, I really came
Like, I
in with
didn't-
being like, this is gonna be.
Yeah, it's, like, it's a kids movie, whatever.
Maybe we
It is
just
what it
need
is.
to come into all movies that way.
That way,
from now
yeah,
on, guys.
probably.
Like,
I
maybe
mean,
we
that's
just
what I
need-
have been doing because of current movies.
Right, we've
Yeah, but it
been
just
kind of in
keeps-
that. That's probably why we
and
thought
they
that
Keeps
keep
that
digging
low.
deeper.
Keeps that threshold
They keep-
real low.
Yeah,
No,
but
it
then they
didn't.
keep digging deeper.
Yeah.
man.
I would say it didn't work with Borderlands.
No, it did
We
not.
came
Nope.
into Borderlands with I came with nothing on
I
that.
came-
and it
I was actually doing schoolwork at the
terrible.
same time as watching Borderlands,
And
and
it was
I'd
still
rather
bad.
have done schoolwork.
Schoolwork.
You know what Borderlands? Dude, that movie did so bad they
Yeah.
had to throw out the trailer for Borderlands 4 because they're like, we're
They're
going to
like,
lose people on this.
Retcon. Yeah.
Did you watch the new trailer for Borderlands 4? It
It's
actually
legit.
looks pretty cool.
I know, but they had to do that.
Dude,
because
a couple
they were like,
games that are
we're
coming
gonna-
out.
We're going to lose everyone.
Yeah.
We're
We
going to
need
lose everyone.
Witcher
The
4.
fans.
Witcher
No.
4.
Yeah, so I like the
Witcher 4 looks
Witcher
good.
4 looks real good.
Yeah.
I liked the movie. I thought it was really, I really, the animation style, again, yeah, felt very much like the old Cartoon Network movie, shows, but it also reminded me of Roald Dahl, the BFG and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka. Like, if you've ever seen those books that they have an illustrator, I don't remember the illustrator's name, that did the illustrations for that, especially Alfred, but the character designs kind of looked like those old book characters. That's cool.
Right.
Like, I
Yeah.
thought that was really
Yeah.
fun. It made it feel like a kid's thing.
Yeah, let's
Um,
talk about art, man. Let's talk about that more.
Hey, I gotta do it.
Yeah, our fans really want to hear about
Yeah,
that art.
stop
Let's take a quiz
Yeah.
about
Listen,
art.
The one
You know
thing,
what?
the one
Put
thing,
a quiz.
We're
a
talking
quiz
about
on art.
We're talking about nitpicks,
Yeah.
right? The one nitpick I had
It
was
Wait, God.
almost had me.
I was gonna say unshaded. Some-
No,
this one person wasn't
The
shaded
sun,
correctly.
the sun was
The
causing
lighting
it,
wasn't proper.
There was two different angles of
two
shadows.
different angles of shadows.
Perspective work
You
leaves
know, they
much to
really
be
did a bad
desired.
job.
No. It actually does have to do with
The
the artwork.
penguin's
though.
nose is too
Yeah.
long for his. Like, how does
No,
he eat? He would die.
and this is something. It's funny. I can relate to it because whenever I've designed you,
Okay.
and you
Uh-oh.
in a Batman suit,
Yeah.
figuring out what to put that
the nose?
the blank
Oh.
space between the cowl and your beard.
Mm.
So like Batman, I thought looked kind of lame with that little bit of peach.
He has a little bit of
Little bit,
space.
Yeah, he
which
does.
makes sense. It's there because that's where the cowl would be. But it's like it almost, even though it doesn't work, it looks better if the hair goes all the way up and just matches the
Right.
cowl. Because
I did notice there, and there was also like a random piece of white sometimes. It wasn't peach, it was like white.
it's weird.
And I was like, what is that?
I was like, man,
Some donut crumbs.
I can, yeah, probably. I can relate to the struggle of that design.
Sure,
and I was
yeah.
just like, I love the Batman beard, but in like the comics,
That's
when he has
funny.
a beard,
That actually is funny that you can
I
legitimately,
can legitimately.
relate.
I've had so many.
Right.
Drawn.
For you, I now just make the beard hit the cowl.
Yeah, but my beard does go
because
to
your
that.
beard is big. And they
Yeah.
in Batman. In Batman the comics, when he has a beard, they do that. The beard
Yeah.
kind of ruffles up to the cowl, and
Yeah.
But it was glaring for me as an
Yeah.
artist. I was just like,
I can see
I don't
that.
like that. But it was other than that. I mean, I love the fact that he had a beard, and I love everything about it. It was so good. It was
It
really, really good.
ups the intimidation factor.
Yeah.
You have beer, you have donut crumbs in your intimidation factor.
Yep.
I forgot one
Alfred.
part that was really, really funny and I like really laughed at was when I don't know who the cop was that ran into Gordon's office.
Oh my god.
And Gordon's just
I
like
love
making
Gordon.
it
I'll
like
take care of this.
yeah, he's like, I've had worse. So he like opens it up, he's like, it's been worse. He's like, listen, I've taken care of this before. And he's just like
Flip.
and he's just like nice. And he's just like
And the
it's so
cop-
good.
And the cop goes with him. The cop's like,
Yeah, he's like, thank God we have the light. It's like,
did it. We saved Gotham.
yep. It's just like so true.
It's so great.
Oh, it's so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
I like verbally was like, "Pah!" Yeah.
All right. We'll do a verdict. Verdict time of like what we think.
Oh,
and
I'm
do we
sorry.
recommend.
One last thing.
Yeah.
The part that made me bust out laughing
Yeah.
was they give him the belt back, the
Oh,
utility
yeah.
belt at the end, but it has all
Like
the
grenades and
all the stuff.
dynamite, yeah.
And he throws it in the fire, shuts the fire, and creates the explosion. And Joker's like,
Yes,
who
yes,
gave the child explosives?
and they all. And then the Joker races.
Yeah, and he goes, seemed like a good idea at the time. I literally,
Yeah.
that was
Joker
very
was-
high.
Yeah, you're right.
Joke. Oh,
Yeah,
when he was
you're
like
right.
typewriting, like he's like ah, ha, 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 ha. He's just like,
typing the ha-has.
oh, dude, it was so good.
That was legit.
Yeah,
That was
Joker
you're right.
definitely like took the show. Like
was
Alfred,
great.
Joker. Yeah.
And Damien. I think the
Alfred!
three of
Damien
them
was
were
great.
for marshmallows
The whole,
all
The
day.
whole day.
No, into the next day.
Into the next
Into the
day.
next day.
I love
This
the driving
man-
scene. He's like,
He's
Oh,
like,
biscuits. When
I'll
he
be
opens
right
the
back. I'll be right back. This kid.
leaves a kid alone.
Hours.
Well,
a full day.
I mean, he is the son of
Right.
Talia and
A
Batman.
full day.
He can
That
make it.
shows how ancient Alfred is.
Yeah, he's
like
like,
they're
He drives
all
5
over
miles
it.
an hour on the
He is-
highway.
He is 97 years old trying to take care of this kid.
Driving through Arkham City to
Yeah.
get to
Yeah.
to get some
to
marshmallows.
Where?
He couldn't
Dude.
have had it. He couldn't have had it like Amazon delivered.
Yeah,
day
delivered.
of.
You don't have
Come
enough
on,
money. Nah, he's
freaking-
old school, man.
He's gotta go get it.
Takes his
Gotta go get
reindeer
it.
Rolls Royce out to
Well,
get
yeah,
marshmallows.
horns in the front. He's got to go feel, make sure they're the right marshmallows.
Yeah,
the right
exactly.
size,
The
make
weight.
sure,
Hey,
yeah.
it's about the A game, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's right.
He brought
Bring that
it. He
A
brought it,
game.
and he succeeded.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. All right, Legion, we're taking a break from our holiday episode
Hot
right
take.
now. Hot take. That's right. We're doing a new segment that's starting in 2025, and we're starting it here on this last episode of 2024. It's a Patreon-sponsored episode, so in the new year, Patreon will get to vote on which ones we talk about. We're going to talk about current comic runs. We're talking about the Absolute run right now. We've got Absolute Superman #1 here to talk about. So
Hot take.
the whole hot take part of this segment is to talk about a new run that's out and let you guys know, should you guys go out and buy it and read it? Because there's so many new comics out there. It's hard,
It's a lot.
man.
It's a lot.
It's hard
Yeah.
to
It's a
choose
lot,
what we
man.
should buy. So we want to help you, and
Back
our
in the day,
Patreon
they were
wants
like
to help you.
6.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
there was like 2 runs of really popular stuff,
Right, right.
and like everything else was single runs.
There's
and
47,000.
Now there's
Oh, my
like
goodness.
Batman, Spider-Man.
Yep.
Have probably like 50,000 runs a time.
But there's, I was going to say, there's like 3 different runs of Batman going on at
yeah.
the same
How do you know
time.
what
That's
to
what I'm
do?
saying. There's at
How
least
do you
like
know what to do?
We're here to help.
always
Right.
pick Batman. That's what you're.
That's true. That's true. So we're talking about Absolute, specifically the Superman run, issue 1 and 2. 2 just dropped at the beginning of December, and 1 has been out for a little bit. But we're going to talk about this. There's also Absolute runs of Wonder Woman and Batman. We tried to get a hold of the Batman one, but because it's so popular, it's sold out already. But all 3 runs of that one. So we got Superman.
Harry.
And we're going
Big
to talk about
surprise.
that. Big surprise,
Big
right?
surprise. Shocker.
So just a quick kind of synopsis of the Absolute Universe is an Absolute Universe that is tainted by Darkseid, and it is adjusting the way our heroes are presented. So Absolute Batman is poor instead of rich.
He broke.
He broke, man. And Absolute Wonder Man was raised in hell, and she rides a fiery Pegasus thing.
Both
Pretty
dope.
cool.
I'm
Both of
okay
those
with that.
storylines.
Yeah, sound
are
really
dope.
cool.
You
We
also
got-
left out the fact that Batman is 7 feet tall,
Yeah.
carries an axe,
Giant
and is
axe.
chopping people's arms off.
chopping people up.
So like
man.
we'll
Also
just
okay
we'll
with
just
that.
gloss over that, I guess.
Well, if you guys like
And
this,
what is it? Wonder Woman rides
she rides
a hell
flaming Pegasus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Superman's a little bit older.
We're just like no big deal.
Superman's got
It's absolute, bro.
Superman's got some age on him.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
Superman issue 1 is what we're gonna be honest with you guys. If we don't think you should buy it, we're gonna tell you. If we do,
Yep.
we're gonna tell you. So
And we'll
this one-
probably all have different opinions as
exactly
usual.
right. This one
Do we have an
started a little
MSRP
slow.
of that?
I think it was like $4.
That's not bad.
There's nothing on the back.
Well,
Yeah, I,
mean,
think it was like $4. So the my holiday gift was like
number
30 something.
ones are usually $4.
Yeah, $4
Number
bucks?
ones
Four
are,
to $4 to $5?
$3.99 is probably what it is.
Yeah.
Or
It's weird. They don't have
$2.99.
stuff on here.
Yeah, it's
anymore.
weird.
Yeah.
Well, that's a
Oh,
collector's.
$4.99. What are you
Oh, is it
talking
on top?
about?
I didn't see. I was looking on the back.
So fine.
You looked
Old
on the
man
back,
eyes.
too. I got old eyes. So
I did look at the back, but I didn't say there's nothing on here.
No, on the back. It's on the front.
Who found it?
They put that
You-
Arkham Oculus game on there on the back.
Yeah,
Look
get
at
that trash out of here.
They did
Anyway,
get
we're not talking about that.
trash. All right, $4.99.
We
You can
might
pick
need
it up.
to.
Yeah.
Who's buying the Oculus?
No,
Yeah,
Legion.
of all of us.
The Legion
funds
Oculus.
we don't have.
Please, this is why we need Patreon
Yes,
supporters.
please help us out.
Help
All
us,
right.
poor little guys, buy an Oculus.
So quick summary of Superman. It's a little bit different. His origin doesn't seem quite as different, but they haven't really told a bunch about his past yet. We're seeing little bits.
In
I think
this
it's
one
pretty
they did.
different.
Yeah. So he's
I mean, he's from Krypton. Yes,
from
that's
Krypton.
going to be
his parents are scientists.
not, well, failed
They're-
scientists.
Yeah.
Well, failed scientists in the sense that Krypton sees them as failed
Yes,
scientists.
Krypton
Not
sees them
like-
as anti-Krypton.
right, but they're
Right.
not
But the
failures.
the societal
you-
government Krypton,
Right.
not
you might
Krypton
say,
as a.
You might say they are the only ones with the truth.
They have a caste system in place
Right.
on Krypton,
Right.
where the top caste is basically harvesting Krypton,
Right.
for
Right,
everything
draining
it
it
has,
dry.
draining it dry,
Yeah.
and they are lowly like farmers,
Right, instead of like
Right.
a
Right.
what I guess
He was in
Doomsday
Elite.
instead of Doomsday destroying Krypton.
Right, something that they couldn't really control.
Right, it's themselves, which
Yeah.
is I like that. That's
It
cool.
actually
It's
is
cool.
an interesting,
Yeah, it's a
and like we said,
corruptness.
similar
Right.
start to like Man of
Man
Steel.
of Steel,
Right.
yeah, you were mentioning that,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and in this, Kal-El grows up to like 15 or so, or 14 before he actually gets sent away. So
Yeah.
he's not a baby when he leaves. So he actually
Right.
he knows his planet, he knows Krypton, he knows his family, he has actual memories of his parents.
Right.
Well, and actual memories of what caused the downfall of
Right,
Krypton.
right. He knows why it collapsed and why
Right,
it
right.
blew up. Yeah, and we don't know. We're not sure yet where the Kents fall into this, if they even fall into
Right.
it, because
Right.
we
That's the one
jumped
more time.
forward. Yeah, we jumped forward to him, kind of trying to protect people. He's protecting people in a mine. He meets
In
Lois
Brazil.
Lane. Yeah, Lois Lane is working for
This corporation.
Brainiac. It's Brainiac's AI corporation,
Right.
which is pretty cool. And she's a bad guy. And I guess the other biggest change is that Superman has a living suit called Soul.
and
Right.
he himself
SOL,
is not
yeah.
that strong.
Yeah, he's not, right. He can't. Yeah, he
They
can't.
put handcuffs on him and he doesn't
he
break
can't
out
break
of
out.
them.
Right. Soul
This-
has to create the cape to like kind of or tentacle things to kind of break him out.
Yeah, to pick it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
from the comic
cool.
itself,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the S they say is the
on
lowest.
his suit.
Right, the S and the suits are the lowest on Krypton. They're the servant class or the
Yeah,
laborer
that's
class,
cool.
Yeah.
and they
That's
say
cool.
it's seen as a mark of shame, the sign of the poor and unskilled.
Mm.
People like my parents wore it with pride.
Mm,
We were
yeah.
the children of the sun, they said. Those who made their way with their own two hands. We were the people of steel.
Right.
Like,
pretty-
that's pretty
that's
good.
pretty
yeah,
sick.
that's pretty good.
That's some cool writing there.
Yeah, and like it's funny the people that are in charge of the low serving class are middle management class, and they
right,
have
right,
like
right,
an MM kind of like cool symbol, and it's just like the guy's just a typical middle
Typical.
management.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Right.
Just
Right.
kidding.
You know your place.
Yeah, you know who you are.
Yeah.
What's that about, man?
What is that behind you? So yeah, I mean, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sure does.
It looks like it's got promise. We were only in 2 issues. The second issue has a little bit more action to it.
Are you asking yourself or are you asking us?
No,
Like,
we're
what
gonna
are we
we're
doing?
gonna
Are you
all kind of
telling
give our own.
us?
I'm trying
Yeah.
to find exactly. So Jason Aaron and Rafa Sandoval are the ones behind it. I was trying to find the people who were behind making the issue.
Okay.
So I wanted to give credit to those people.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what do we think? Is this something to go out and check out in the new year? Do we want to buy the absolute runs? Should our fans go out and buy them? What do you think? What do you think?
I'm out.
You don't want to buy it.
Nope.
Don't buy it. Don't go buy it.
No,
You
and
hate
well,
Superman though.
I hate
Like you
Superman.
hate no
Yeah.
matter how good Superman
I'll
is.
be honest.
You hate Superman.
I'm very interested in the absolute universe.
Yeah,
This
the
sounds
Batman
pretty
Wonder
awesome.
Woman sounds pretty cool.
Batman sounds great. Wonder Woman sounds great.
Yeah.
I feel like they nerfed Superman, and I don't mean nerfed in a bad way because
I was saying, isn't that good? Though?
I
He always
usually
gets
want him
overpowered.
to-
Listen, just
Yeah.
hear me out. I always believe
Hear me
that
out. Hear me out.
Superman is OP.
Right, right.
He's
Absolutely.
way OP. He's
Yeah.
white bread.
Yeah.
We know from the Pete Holmes sketch,
He's
which
Wonder
is a
Bread.
legit sketch of like.
Give yourself.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Love it.
But what's going to end up happening is they're going to make him OP in some way. I guarantee
suit.
it.
You think the suit is just
suit's
gonna be
gonna
OP?
Yeah.
Or he will be
Or
OP.
maybe it'll like integrate into his DNA and then
he
he'll have the
doesn't
powers.
know something
Yeah,
about himself.
Yeah.
Superman,
uncharted thing
they cannot.
Right, right.
They
Yeah.
cannot resist
Sure.
making him OP.
Okay.
I am out on Superman.
All right.
Absolute Superman.
No
I'm
absolute
out.
Superman. What do
So
you think?
Logan's
What do you think,
out.
Aaron? Logan
Out on Absolute Superman, Wonder Woman,
In on
Batman, you're
Batman,
in.
Wonder
I'm
Yeah.
in on the absolute.
There is actually
universe.
absolute Swamp
Yeah,
Thing
yeah,
too.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're doing.
Swamp Thing. They always
doing
do
more.
dirty, and he is
He's
awesome.
great. Even the show.
I mean, maybe the
man
the show is
cool.
yeah.
The show
Swamp
is cool.
Thing, dude, is seriously
Yeah, it's
OP.
All right, this is a short segment. Let's keep on
Sorry.
track. Go ahead. What do you think?
I'm in.
Should they buy it?
Yeah, I'm in.
Interesting.
Uh,
Why,
yeah.
Harry?
I don't like Superman because of those things,
Yeah,
but
agreed.
they did nerf him enough to be like it's the suit, so it's almost like an Iron Man take kind of thing.
Sure.
Like he's just
Yeah.
he's just a man under the suit, kind of like Batman.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't know. I agree. They can just. It's an easy cop out if they just are like bloop,
Yeah, right,
somehow
right, right.
integrated
They
into
could,
his
yeah.
DNA now.
But we don't know yet.
But yeah, we don't know.
We don't know
So
yet.
I'm willing to
can't help
tell
it,
you
man.
that I think it's at least a worthy investment to see if it does get to that
Right,
point.
to
And if
start
it
it out.
doesn't, even better. If it does, then you could say I'm
it's
wrong.
It's worth $4.99.
Who you
I think
It's
it's worth
$4.99.
$4.99.
Yeah,
Who you kidding?
I would. So
I don't know. It's a different. It's a whole
Yeah.
different take. Like
It's kind of cool.
besides him being on Krypton, being
Yeah.
from Krypton, it's like A lot of stuff is different. You know what I mean? Like, it's
yeah.
I have a just standing order of no,
no Superman, and I respect that.
Here's the thing. So I feel like all the Trinity,
Sure.
are three wonderful genres, right?
Sure.
Batman is very on the ground, gritty, the human genre,
Right.
Right. Wonder Woman is very fantasy realm, gods genre,
Yes.
and Superman has the potential of being a really cool sci-fi genre.
Sure.
And they failed in his sci-fi genre, in my opinion. I just don't like him. I think he's boring. I think he's generic. But there's such a great possibility to do a cool sci-fi story. So I think I'm in because they could do a cool sci-fi story in this.
Yeah.
We'll see. They might not. They might. But
I want a glimmer of
let's
hope.
read. Let's read along and see. I say go out and buy it. And Logan says he's out of here. But you got to come back because we got to
Well, I hit him with
the
hope.
holiday episode.
I hit him with hope.
He did. He hit hope. Yeah, he said hope.
Listen, I want this to be a symbol of hope.
Don't give me hope. Right. It's an ass. That's an ass on your chest. All right, guys. Thank you for looking into this. Join our Patreon if you want to be a part of this in the new year.
You can vote on them.
You can vote on which one we talk about. So join us up and help
I'm
us.
coming back
help us
because I
critique.
want to. It's my choice to come back. It's my choice.
And
Why don't you take a seat?
You also live here.
Hey, can you sit down?
Yeah, can you? We'll wait.
Thank you
I'm
for
sitting down
We'll
because
wait.
I want
appreciate you
not
listening to
because
me.
he told me to. All right.
I'll go first because I'm not the DC fan,
Verdict,
and they
sure.
brought the A game. Man, it was a perfection for me. I loved it.
Yeah.
I would recommend it. Go watch if you have kids 7 and up. 7 and up. 7 and up. Go
I
watch
think it
them.
could be lower than that.
It's great. Yeah, you probably could.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys as parents. But it was good. Really, really great. Perfection for me. Yeah. What do you think, Harry?
She's 3, not 4.
Well done.
You have 5
I know
kids.
how old my kids are.
What do you think, Harry?
I think it was a perfection. For what they set out to accomplish, I think they accomplished it very well.
Yeah.
Sure.
Bring a kids show and bring in all the Batman characters, all the fun campy stuff, but
Yeah.
not too campy where it's boring.
Yeah.
There wasn't too many Adam West stuff, which I would have liked to
No,
see
you're
a
right.
little bit of
That
that.
would have been a good
personally,
throwback. That
But
would have
they
been
did
you
have
know
like Bob Kane Highway. It was like
yeah.
the highway Alfred was driving on was the Bob Kane,
Kane.
whatever, and it's like that's cool. It was actually Robert Kane.
No, wasn't it Kane and what's the other guy?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Tim
Anyway.
Sale.
No, the
No.
other original that started it. It was Bob Kane and Finger. Was it Bill Finger?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember.
I'd have to look.
Anyway,
What?
very. Yeah,
They're,
it was right
they're
there.
around here somewhere.
That was on there.
says Bob Kane.
Lame.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think.
There's another character.
Anyway.
Another
There was two
Okay.
names on the
creditor,
sign.
writer, or designer, or whatever.
Yeah,
I agree. I wonder
Yeah.
if the demographic parent though is
Sure.
like us, and we grew up
100%.
with Burton and
That's true.
Schumacher. So like that's
Sure.
where they were.
Yeah,
Adam
for the
West is pretty
general,
far
for a
back.
general like comic.
Yeah,
fan.
we weren't watching it when in the
Yeah.
60s. You know,
Yeah.
like I mean, I was not in the 60s, but I was watching it.
Yeah,
because my dad.
my mom made me watch the Adam West one
Yeah.
because she's
I've
just like,
watched
Some
the
days
Adam
you just
West
Yeah.
can't get rid of a
just 'cause-
bomb.
Yeah.
yeah.
I love that movie.
Pass me the shark
They're
repellent.
hilarious.
the bat shark
Yeah,
repellent.
the bat shark repellent.
They're hilarious.
what do you
Yeah.
think?
Robin.
It's a perfection for me.
Yeah.
And I mean, a big part of that reason that it's a perfection for me is if you can keep all 5 of my kids engaged,
Yeah,
like especially
And
the
the
3-month-old,
Especially
and the
your-
adult.
Yeah.
And like if you can do that, that's a perfection.
so Carly's
For
6
like,
children all entertained at the
6 children, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Biggest kid
I get
around.
it.
Yeah, like that's
get
like
it.
the biggest part for me is just like I mean you have a child, but I'm saying like
He's not ready yet.
right, but like it's not like lackluster, but
No.
it's like it's still funny and I liked watching it, but I was like it would be I can't wait to like watch
There's
this thing
been
with my kids.
there's been a
Yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of animation movies that
Yeah.
if you lose Scout, like you can lose Scout quick.
Right.
She
Well, she's
will
3.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So
It's tough.
but she didn't get lost in this quick. She stayed, watched the
And
movie.
it's just the
she
right
likes
amount
it.
of time.
Yes,
It's like an
that's the
hour
other
and like
thing.
20 minutes before credits.
Yep.
Like that's just pristine.
Yeah. So
funny,
if you will keep all of us engaged for a Batman movie, it's probably going to be a perfection.
Yeah.
For sure.
And also not petrify my kids. Like,
Sure,
in the-
yeah.
it's that
Not like
balance
I have
of,
nightmares.
Like now, like
Right.
they all slept last night too. So like we got a great
Right.
balance.
They
here.
weren't scared of the
Nope.
penguin with his exploding penguins or
Nope.
the
Nope.
Joker and
So,
his laugh. And,
To them,
No,
a
actually-
tip of the hat to
Actually, Scout at one point was like, "Oh, look, penguins!" And I was like,
so cute.
"They're
Bombs. There's bombs.
suicidal."
They were, man, the
all
Tim
of those
Burton.
penguins have depression.
The Tim Burton penguin was terrifying.
Yeah.
Like Danny
Oh,
DeVito's
absolutely.
penguin.
Well, yeah, it's Danny
When he's
DeVito.
eating the raw fish in front of the reporters, like he freaking.
Which apparently was a real
scary.
fish.
Was it really?
Number one,
Ugh.
they just sent Danny DeVito in and just said,
Do your
"Danny,
thing.
Yeah.
Do your thing,
do your
Danny.
thing, Danny."
Right.
That's all they did.
Be a penguin.
Like,
that
there's
bites-
zero
when he bites
direction
the
other
reporter's
than-
nose off,
Yeah.
dude.
You want to
don't
talk about
show
a
your
man
kids
that was born?
Born for a role.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Born
Yeah.
for a role.
Also, was probably just born old.
yeah.
Like he's always looked a little rough.
And he was definitely
Love the guy. Love Danny DeVito.
He was
Love
definitely
him.
born.
He was definitely born. Well, he might have been hatched.
Well, he was twins. He was the
Was he
leftover
really?
stuff.
That is true of Arnold
No,
Schwarzenegger.
No, the leftover stuff from Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's true.
All the good stuff went into Arnold. All the crap went into Danny.
Went into Danny.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
That's a good one.
All right, guys. Well, that is our 200th episode. Oh, we did have a gift exchange.
200.
So we'll put the gifts, put pictures of them up here. So if you guys are watching on YouTube, you can see what those gifts were. We had our Legion holiday party today, and we hit 200 episodes together. Here's
What are you
to
filming down here?
200 more. So I'm getting good. Listen, it's artsy shots.
Well, probably slipped a little bit.
It probably slid down a little bit. Actually, I'll get what I can get from it. It was
All right.
it was angled. Up.
Listen, I got new shoes, so
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Anyway, yeah, right. I was trying to get your Legion shoes. There it is.
There you
It's
go.
The glamour shot. Gee whiz.
Lights.
Don't ever doubt me again. All right, guys. If you guys
Keep going, this makes sense.
have a happy holiday, a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. We will see you guys in 2025 for 200 more episodes. Legion 200. Woo! Jeez. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna.
You should smash it.
No, I'm just gonna move it. Move it so that we don't.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it, you son of a bee. I knew it.
Happy 200.
Happy 200.